Hey everyone, it's Chris here. Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing here today. I am replacing my alternator. So I called the mechanic. They said that it's going to be about $500 to replace this. I'm thinking, yeah, right, here it is. It's right on the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and tackle these myself, save me some money. So, but I already got some things torn apart here. But I realized that I should likely make a video so that way I can show everyone how to replace their alternator on a 2002 Mountaineer. So what I did was, initially, is I loosened this and I took the bolt off here, but before I did that, I had to loosen the tension right here. You need this tool to do that. Took me a little bit to figure it out, but I eventually did. Oh wait, the tool is, I left the tool in there. So that way I didn't have to go digging around for it. So right there's that tool. And maybe you guys can see it, but it is, I'm gonna stick my finger right next to it. Right there, that's the guy. So you go to the passenger side, and what happens is this tension will go towards the passenger side, and it loosens this belt right here. And that way, somebody could get it off of the alternator. So essentially that's what it was. So I will reassemble this the same way I took it apart, and you guys will be able to see and reverse engineer that, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when I put it together. So there was a plug in here. I pulled that out, and then I took that bolt out, this bolt out, this bolt out, and I'm about to take that bolt out right there. So what you're gonna need is, to do those, let me see what I got here. That's it, number 10 watts. I think it might be 10 millimeters. So that seemed to do the trick for that. So here we go. And then I put the radiator hose up here so that way it doesn't go leaking all out on me. Then I have to go and fill that again. So what I'm about to do here is then I'm going to take this bolt out, and then I believe it should come loose, but we'll be sure once we get that done. So I don't really know where to put the phone at so you guys can get a good vantage point of this here. So bear with me. Oh, how about that? It's just like it's meant to be. Maybe. Hey, there we go. So I'll go ahead and get this one out, and then I'll grab that one out as soon as I get this guy out. So yeah, $500 to replace it on there. Seems a little pricey. About $365, I think, should be about the range for that. People start getting greedy. It's time to go to other places, or just do it yourself in this case. They do pretty good work there, but I won't disclose the name of the place. But I'm pretty sure when I took my SUV in and I got it back, found a couple of small dents. Not to say that it occurred there, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. But I'm not going to sit there and argue or speculate or spread rumors. That is just for me to ponder. So I will likely not take it back to them. I'll probably go somewhere else. And then do a good job of, and just probably as a heads up too, to likely just probably find somewhere new to take my a new repair shop, and then do a video. So like make a video of the SUV before dropping it off to the repair shop. So Leave a comment below if you guys ever had an issue with that, like taking into your vehicle. And then that's a long bolt there. I am going to put the bolts back in on the top here. Here, so that way it's supporting the weight of this while I get that last one out. So that was a little difficult. Which these are the really easy ones to do. I can get them, whip them in pretty quick. Now like that. Dual hand that. There we go. Hand tighten them. Now I'm ready for that last guy. Now you can always put a 12 volt tester on this and see if you're getting the 12 volts from the alternator. I did not do that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be my alternator because I already got my battery replaced within last 3 months. So, but whatever the case, I will likely what should I call it? I'll likely move that out of the way. Ah, that's in there tight. Good thing I put some bolts on the top there. Yeah, make sure you're wearing gloves when you're doing this too. You might cut your hand or something, breaking that bolt loose. That one was in there tight. Tighter than drum. Gotta get two-hand that baby. But all glory to God. All glory to God. Get that plug out of the way there. But I forgot what I was even saying there for a moment. So yeah, that's my speculation there to wonder about. So, you know, I'm just not going to take it back there. I'll just take a good video of it. But I'm not paying no $500 to have a alternator put in. Especially, oh, I was saying that, so what if it's the battery, right? Well, that's a good question. So what I'm going to do is, I already took the battery cables off, of course, and before I did this. And I'm just going to take the battery in with me. So that way they could test it. But I figured since this guy is old, alternator is, and it's a beautiful day out, winter's coming, I'm believing it's likely this anyways. So I may as well just replace it while I'm at it. Yeah, that's another long bolt right there, man. I'll tell you what, they really did not want this thing coming out, did they? So far, I might have maybe an hour into this, but that's probably due to mostly just looking around for tools. So, altogether, it's going pretty good. Oh, bummer. I think that might be two. No, I might get lucky. There we go. Not exactly. Now, I got this vehicle for like $1,000, so it's been sitting in the barn for quite a while, which is not a bad deal because it runs pretty well considering. So, ladies and folks, I think that might be it, but I'm not entirely certain because I do see a bolt down here, but I think that might belong to the water pump. So, one way to know for sure. She kind of moves around a little bit. Okay, that might be a good indicator there. Well, definitely can feel the weight of it now. Can't back those out by hand. So, use a tool here. Yep, it's loose. Alright. This makes me happy. tell you, even if this process takes you a couple hours, saving $500 to 2 hours, bet. This is why mechanics shouldn't be too greedy, because had I even not been mechanically inclined or handy, I could still figure this out just likely finding a YouTube video online somewhere. Nowadays, it seems like everybody's doing this. Hence the reason why I'm doing it, in case there isn't. Now there is. In case those who are wondering, this is a 4.6 liter engine. Come out, come out. Wait a minute, I just realized something. I'm not gonna have to probably take out more bolts. Dang it, I'm really trying not to have to take too many bolts out. Maybe I can finagle this out of here. I'm a good finagler sometimes. Good at finagling things. And I don't want to break my fan in the process. And I don't think it's going to come up. But fortunately, if this thing probably had been another 1/4 inch shorter, it probably would have. I mean, you look at it this way, nope, won't come out that way. And if I tilt the old guy out there, it will come out this way. Nope, won't come out that way. And I keep here spinning it around until I'm blue in the face. Wait a minute. Whoa. Did we get it? Did we get it? Oh, come on. Come on. Is that really gonna happen? Oh, whoa. Perseverance wins again. So a good dose of gnosis there. All right, that's a oldie. $25 core right there. I'm gonna haul ahead and haul this in the AutoZone. Get me a new one. I'll be back. Okay, we're back here, guys. So I went in, got the stuff. Here's the new alternator. And I think it cost me about, about $180 for limited lifetime warranty. Then plus $40 core. Subtracted from that, so it was about $140, I think it was, or $180. I have to check the receipt to be sure. Looks like, oh, okay, yeah, so it was $141 with the core, so that's cool. Right, awesome. So here we go. So I'm going to put this guy back in here, and should be, hopefully, it will slide in here between these two bars, because that's how I got it up initially. And now I have to finagle that guy in there to get it back in there. So, like I said already, I'm going to have you guys show you guys how I do put this back in. It would be basically the same way you guys would take it apart, just the opposite way. So I got to try to remember how I got this thing in here. You know, it'd be nice if this thing was just a little bit smaller than that last one. I mean, not where it hooks up, but in the sense of trying to get this thing, in the light of trying to get this thing in here. Hey, 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 there we go. And then, I believe, let's get this turned around like, finagle that baby in there. Don't want to get her shot, that's good. So, now I gotta try to figure out how to get that spin back to the point where I'm up against that, I'm pretty sure. Okay, back like that. And then, lower guide my hand. And then, wait, I gotta bring it back over this side. I'm upside down, guys. It's okay, give me a minute. And then, I believe, route to go in between fan blade like so. And then what am I on? Oh, I'm sitting on that pulley right there. Okay. Might be just a little bit taller than the last one. It's hard to say, because I haven't lined this thing up yet, to be sure. So it looks like I got that bolt all lined up. And now, if I bring this out probably, I feel like probably should try to get the back end first. Blade first, fan blade out of the way. So yeah, okay. So there's a little something, little lip here I gotta just get over. So that means I'm gonna have to sit that back side up a little bit. Probably have to get down here and see what I'm doing. Now it was a really tight squeeze getting that thing in here initially. So I feel like sitting the back end in first would be the more ideal situation. Or just taking the two bolts out of those things, but I do believe I can get this back end up. Yep, I think it just might be a little taller. It's hard to say. They got to get it up under that block there, and I can show you guys what I'm getting stuck on. It's not very much I have to. I'm hesitant on wanting to force it because, you know, it's not ideally the force stuff. I believe that's that block there. I just got to get right above. I'm just about maybe a 1/16 of an inch from clearing. But very close, very close. So well, all right. Just to make things a little easier, I'm going to go ahead and back them screws out just a tad. And I'm not going to take them all the way out. I'm just going to back them out just enough to clear these blocks. I can show you where you guys at. See, you guys see that block? I'll show you guys. Right here is what I'm catching on. And it's really close to clearing. It is so close that it's almost a tease to not want to keep trying. But I don't want to tear this tag up too much more than I already have. So I'm just going to go ahead and just loosen these guys up just enough so I can clear that block. I'm just going to loosen these up just enough to clear that block there. I don't think I'm going to have to pull them all the way out. But had the sticker not been up there on the top of it, I likely could have forced it in there. But, yeah. Let's see if we just take a couple of these out, loosen them up a little bit. Should give me enough clearance. And I do think that alternator could be slightly bigger than that last one. Looks like we have to get it smaller. Smaller socket. So squeeze that in there because I don't want to force that if I don't have to. This guy might work. Hopefully that's the right size. Seems like that seems to be a That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, so that is 10 millimeter. As I can see on that right there, that's a 10. It was hard to see, but yeah, it's definitely 10 millimeter. I found a different type. And to verify that, here it is. So, loosen these guys up. And that should get us to the props land. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. It's a great day to be doing this. Alright. Hey, look at that. Look at that looseness. And I didn't have to back them all the way out. Now it should give me just enough clearance there. Oh, easy. There we go. Now I got to try to line this up with what I got here. Yes, indeed. Yes, did. You know, I'm starting to wonder. Ha, that was funny. I guess I didn't need to go back there anyway. I was just kidding myself. Alright, so apparently it sits like that. It sits in front of the block, not behind it. So that's why I did not need to move that. So this thing is not taller. It's just that wasn't sitting in the right spot and I wasn't paying attention. Alright. There we go. La-di-da. 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 Why did I thought like that one to sit back there initially anyway? So, yeah, so that wouldn't fit right there. Because the back end is too wide. See that? So it has to sit in the front. Like this here. Which has verified that. So I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. So what we'll do is just the same way we already did before. I am going to go ahead and thread these babies in first. And I always recommend taking a picture of this stuff before you actually do it. So that way you don't have any doubt where things are going. And I did take a picture, by the way. But I can't check it because my phone right now is recording. But common sense tells me that this thing can only sit in here one way. So, that being said, we're going to go with common sense. And there we go. Now me, personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these babies in before I tighten them down or snug them down. I'm going to put all my bolts in, and then I'm going to tighten these babies up first so that everything kind of falls into play. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, what I'm talking about here is I'm going to tighten this one. That's what I loosen. That's what you guys are seeing here. I'll show you guys real quick. So we're all on the same level, wavelength, right here. So I loosen that so this can be moved. So that way I could have got this in easier just by loosening these two bolts. But had I been more paying attention, then I would have seen that yes, this thing sits here in front of the blocks and not behind it because the casing is too wide. So I would have clearly seen that had I would check my picture, but I am recording. But hey, you know, working through these things is important to show you guys how to work through these things. You know, you don't want to slam stuff in there and you know, force stuff because it may not even belong in that spot. So I'm not really too concerned about the picture. I could just get a, what do you say? Take a picture of the sticker right here, and then kind of just keep that for my own records if I need to. No big deal. We're just kind of leave it like that. But I'm not gonna play around with it anymore. So like I was saying, what I'm gonna do is put all my bolts in. So I'm gonna put my bolt right here and here, and then the two on the bottom. But I'm not gonna snug them down quite yet. But they're all going to be set, right? And then what I'm going to do is tighten this guy down first, and then this guy, and then we'll tighten these down once this is tightened down. But I'm putting everything together so that way everything's lined up and I don't have to go tracing for holes, if you know what I mean. That's also a pain in the butt. That could be a pain in the butt, if you know what I mean. So, alright, let's get back to it. See if I get you guys popped up. Alright, there we go. We're back. So, we get my longer bolts. Now, I didn't get that battery tested when I was in there, unfortunately. Because they said that the battery isn't, don't really have a tester. They have to have it fully charged in order to test it. So, that's a very convenient thing, right? Not really. So why would it take 24 hours all night to charge battery? I don't get that. So I said, well, how about I just take it back with me and I throw it on my battery charger, because my battery will have that thing charged within, you know, about 30 minutes. I think it's already charged. So now I just gotta find my bolt holes, which are going to be probably harder to do because this thing's got a little bit of a sag going on with it. There we go. And if you guys are having a little trouble getting these in initially, just make sure you don't strip them, right? So if they're not going in easy, don't force them in, you know, it's because you're probably stripping it. So what I'm going to do is get this guy set up in here. Now, you're having a little struggle getting these in, just tighten these bolts down right here. Just tighten these guys down until, you know, you find that good in between, right? The good in between. And then when I mean the good in between is you'll tighten that down until it's just loose enough, you'll tighten these two until you find your hole lining up here, because if these are sagging too much, then the hole's not going to clear. It's going to be slightly lower because the alternator is leaning forward a little bit, so the holes are not going to line up. So if you just tighten these two bolts down, then that will bring your alternator up to align with your holes. So if you're having those issues, something you maybe check on. All right. So I did find my hole there. Now let me get my my other guy. I just took a bucket and just put all this stuff in there so I don't have to go retracing stuff, meaning having to find my tools all over again. Or if you don't want to tighten the bolts, you could always just lift it with your hand until you get that thing. But it should, until you get the holes aligned in and the bolt tightened in there a little more. So what it should do, it should go in like no problem. So you should be able to spin it in. If you can spin it in there about a few times, then you know you should be good. And it shouldn't strip on the way in there. So that seems about right. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten these guys down now. Using my 10mm socket. Yeah, I kind of left them a little too loose there. They don't need to be that loose, but whatever. And same with this guy. Now we're just going to make sure that these are snug down. Typically, I have worked on machinery in the past and kind of want to not snug them both down until they're about even together. So that way they're sharing that force together. It's a little hard to hold this thing when I'm doing that. Sorry guys. Hoping I can get it where I can start catching it here, but hands are a little greasy at this point. Actually, more greasier getting this baby in than it was getting this guy out. So let's sit you guys back down here. And let's go ahead and get this guy tightened down real quick. All right. I already got that one already kind of snug down, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten that one down while I'm there. And I'll come back to this side, and there we are. Now I got my bolts here in the bottom all ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and get these guys tightened down. Right. Right there. That's good, that's good. So now I assume that these are going to be easier to manipulate, turn. That's all. Secure now, yep, as I thought. These are spinning in pretty easily now by hand. Now that we got everything lined up. Even my hands greasy, they still turning in pretty easy. Yeah. So this 10mm is good for all of the fasteners or the bolts holding the alternator, or fastening the alternator to the engine. Those are all 10mm. So if you guys are taking apart your alternator, likely grab the 10mm socket to begin with, because that seemed to be the trick. I'm gonna get these long bolts in here now. Maybe get you guys. and making it do what it will do. Alright, getting this base tightened down. Get these longer bolts down there. Tighten in, get these guys out there. Whoop! Wrapped it. Then dropped it in there. Okay. Sitting in the bottom of my fan pan right down there. The only way to get that through the top. If you can get your hand out. Yeah, it really goes in there deep, doesn't it? That baby just drops right down in there like a pit. And I can see it sit down there somewhere. I might just say, you know, leave it down there and grab a different one and call that one goodbye, because I usually don't play around with stuff like that. Now, I do see it right there. It is there. Question is, do I really want it? No, that's funny. I do see another bolt down in it. Another, you know, socket for somebody else, looks like. And I do see it. I'm probably going to put down there. Well, without my finger on it. Yeah, there's a few bolts down there I could probably take out to grab it, but me, you know, I am not usually the type of one person that really worries about stuff like that too much. So I'm more inclined just to leave it in there and forget about it. And continue on my day like nothing ever happened. So, that thing right there, yeah, we'll leave it in there. Because guess what? I got a lot of these guys. Well, I got a lot of them, you know? Yeah. It's a habit of, I don't worry about this stuff, man. Why even worry about it, right? There ain't no sense. So, we'll leave that baby in there. And what I will do is be more careful with this guy. I don't know, it's this one. Put that on the back side there. There we go. See, we carry right on like nothing ever even happened. I love it. See, that's how I roll in life. Oh, I lost you guys there. Let me get you guys fixed up there. All right. So, yep, almost got this thing done. Put that baby back together. These are only a few bucks, but if you really consider about it, if I really wanted to, there's like 3 little things I could pull out and get it out of there. But, man, I'll tell you what, I already saved, I don't know how much money. Let's see, actually. So $140, and then, so what, about $340? So yeah, dropping a $5 ratchet in there, it's not gonna ruin my day, I can tell you that. Maybe I got a few of these laying around here. I got just place your hand on the back side of that, so that way you don't drop yours in there, because you may not have an extra So just keep your hand on the back of it like this while you're doing it. And then you don't have to worry about it falling in there. Most of the time I've ever dropped a tool, I was able to retrieve it. But in this case, I'm just going to leave that thing in there. As like Jesus says, don't worry about it. Be in the moment. That's where you're going to find your clarity. And allow me to be that, set that example. There we go. And we're all snugged up. There we are. Great. Now, we are ready for, put this guy back in there. That seems to be pretty cool. I don't need to put any lube on that. And then here, I'm going to have to take this, loosen this guy up. Oh, I got to reset you guys. Sorry about that. All right. Look at this plug here, guys. There we go. I'm taking this guy off here. So, when you guys do this, you're just going to basically just reverse engineer what I did. And there we go, there we go, there we go. Makes me happy. Saving money makes me happy, you guys. You know, I'm already happy, but I mean, you know, this little bit of extra happiness, woo, it really sets me on a path of positivity. So let's see what size. I think this is gonna be the 8 mil right here. 8 mil, 8 mil, 8 mil. Probably wrong, but I'm gonna. Yep, it definitely ain't no 8 mil. That's for sure. I think I had it right the last time. Huh. Actually, that might be the 10 mil as well. Is it? Yes, yes it is. Golly, that thing does not look as big as the other ones, but hey, it's all right. We got it in there. We got it tightened down, so we're good. Let me make sure it's snug down just a little bit. I think I really tightened it down. And there we go. Don't over snug them babies. Just, you know, until we feel that tighten out, that's good enough, man. You might just be able to just give it a little bit of a hair after that, and that's all you need. You're good to go. So we got that tightened down. We got this tightened down. Now I got to put my radiator hose on. I believe I got everything. Wait, before I do that, I better make sure I get you guys lined up, and you get my belt secured. And I go down there, you see that ratchet there? I'll show you guys more what that ratchet looks like here in a little bit, but this seems to be the perfect size for that tension pulley. Sorry guys, I used to know all the proper terminology and stuff, but again, it's been years since I've been doing this stuff. I try not to work on steel injected. They're kind of complicated for me anyway. After they did away with all the carbureted and cash for clunkers, it's kind of like now it's just I just do the simple stuff. But yeah, I am ready to grab some help so I can get this this belt on. Now I'm going to make sure that it's all ready to go, because when he gets over here, All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get some help. Be right back. Hey, brother, can I use you for a minute? For a second?
Yep.
All right. I gotta put this belt back on here.
Sure.
So the same way I had you take it off, we're just gonna
Okay. You
get
gonna
the
turn
tension off of that, loosen it up. You'll just slide this over on top of that.
Sounds good.
All right.
Do you want the rubber thing to sit on?
Excuse me?
You want the rubber thing that you can lay across?
No, I should be able to. Here, let me grab my coat over there. That'll be.
Yeah, we don't get the stones in your back.
Most of it for me.
I like it. So old Dad would do.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have liked that, man. Yeah, that's what I was saying in the video that Dad taught me how to do that. And it's been years since I've did anything like this. Recommended that they take videos if they had not done anything like this. They take the video of it.
I think you got a good truck, bro. It's a good
You
truck.
think so?
Yeah, I think it is.
All right.
All right, good feeling.
You ready for me?
Yep. Give me some more. All right, hold on. Let me make sure everything's good. Looks pretty good. Yep. Go ahead and let her go.
You good?
I believe so. Actually, could you loosen it one more time for me, brother? I just want to make sure I got it on this bottom pulley. Just leave it just like that. All right, now I'll let it tighten down. Yeah, looks pretty good.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh yeah, that's actually perfect right there. Never mind.
Awesome.
Looks good to me.
Try to get my ratchet out of here. It's a pretty tight squeeze.
Hold on. There you go.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Wait 1 second. I got you.
It is tight. There we go.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was mostly you, though. Mostly you, Chris.
Yeah, I needed your help.
Mostly.
Usually they did the pulley tension on the top side and not the bottom side, so that way if someone can do the loosen the tension in, so it's not a two-man job, you know. But now these days everything's a two-man job.
Well, I'm so proud of you, man. How much did it cost you for your alternator?
$140 for the core.
Shoot, just saved yourself over $250.
Yes, sir. Or actually, I think you were charging me what, $480?
Or something, yeah.
So, yeah, actually, that's like $340, isn't it?
Yeah, she said $392. I thought on the phone.
Oh, so that was $392. So yeah, so that'd be about $250 then, or something like that.
You saved yourself about a day's worth of labor.
That's right. That's right. It only took me a couple hours to get this guy in. And I appreciate your help. All right. Man, you know that's right. Saving money. That made me want to sing. The Lord saves. That's right. Lord saves. All right. We are rocking and rolling. There we go. Now this is what I'm working on right here, guys. Now I gotta get my 8 mil for where I'm at. This bolt right here. We living on. Man, I'm so happy. All right, I'm gonna get this guy on here. I'm gonna finish this baby up. I'm so excited. You guys, so excited. I'm so excited. What? We don't want to go back. We don't want to lose it. Come on now. We want to tighten that guy up. I try to make any more work for myself. You know what I mean? If I can help it. Hey, I got that touch. And it's perfect. Yes, yes, yeah. Right on. Okay, So now what I have to do, I got to put the top on, or the cover here. But before I do all that, you bet your boy's gonna try to start this thing before I go playing around with that. So once I verify it's running, then we can play around with that. So there we go. So I'm gonna try to get this thing in here. I keep accidentally hitting the stop button, my finger. It's hard to try to do all this stuff and hold this stuff in the right place and all of that. I'm pretty sure this thing is old and probably snapped off, I'm thinking. I'm not entirely sure. I think this thing is toasted. Yeah, well, she's seen better days, hasn't she? I think this thing broke right here, like super easy too. I was like debating whether or not that was probably not even. Now I could probably fish that other part out of there and glue this thing together and do some, you know, fabrication, but you know what, this thing ain't going nowhere. Come on now, what's it gonna do, fall into the engine? I don't think so. The thing, it's too tight. There's nothing loose there. It ain't gonna fall in there. I don't know what they're doing with that. So what was I doing here? We are going to get the battery in, and then we're going to fire this baby up. Alright. Alright, so I think you want to double check everything, make sure everything's good. Tight, tight. Yes, that's in there. That looks good. That's tight. What was that? That's tight. This is good. Cover's on. Tighten. I just threw these on. I didn't tighten them down yet. Just want to make sure this baby starts, it stays running before I put the cover or anything else on. So, know the truth. All right, baby, come on, come on. Oh yeah.
Not so different from us, girl.
Let's check the battery here, the battery gauge. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, well, I'm gonna try to figure out how to reset that oil change. I just got an oil change. Well, I'll tell you, it's not one thing, it's another, right? Well then, I'm feeling pretty good about it, guys. Let's just make sure we shut this baby off one more time. Give it a kick back on, see if it starts. Oh yeah! Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Alright guys. Well, actually I'm going to have to show you guys how I put the cover on, right? So, well, let's get that baby done. Just a couple more things to do, and right here it's covered. Yeah, we're working on the house here. I'm going to start uploading videos of that as well. As soon as we get done, been really busy. Well, it's been looking good. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Oh, check it out, check it out. All right, you guys rock. So I'm gonna get this on there. Make sure my boats lined up. Yes, 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 and yes. And that's what you're looking at right there. 4 bolts. And yeah, there we go. Seems about right. Okay, I found another extra bolt inside my thing here. And I'm thinking, what did this guy go to? But that came off the other alternator, and I didn't put it back on there. So, okay, I don't need that. But that's basically all the tools right there I used to get this baby done. So here we go. You'll probably want to do these one at a time so you're not dropping these. Like I dropped my ratchet in there earlier. Same with this guy. Get them started a little bit there. And last but not least, this. Love it, I love it, I love it. So I know you guys don't want to hear me sing, but I am happy. Bear with me, guys. I get excited, man. Overly excited sometimes about stuff like this. All right. Gotta put you guys back because I apparently can't do this two hands. So, this here works just fine with getting them babies in there. So, and then you don't want to tighten them all out. I want to do them individually. I want to do them, get them all kind of just to where they stop turning, and then I'm gonna snug them down one at a time. And that's about good there. So that way everything sits evenly on there. So it's all drawn together at the same time, you know what I mean? You see how it's coming down? That's why. You just want to make sure it's all down there before you're forcing anything, that you're not cracking stuff. Then I'll come back down here, snug that, snug that, snug that. That one really went loose there. That's why we do what we do. That's why we do what we do. There we go. We are good to go, gentlemen and ladies. And so I'm going to go ahead and tighten this baby down. I'm at it. Yo, I won't get back. Go get back into your rightful place. Don't do it too hard. You might mash that down, then it won't go all the way down. So you fold those edges in. Well, that's good enough. You know, good enough for me. Now definitely can't use that one. All right, I'm gonna put you guys down for a quick second. Bear with me. I gotta get a socket on my ratchet here. It's probably gonna be uncut here, uncut, unfiltered. Because I don't have time to do the edits on this guy, so bear with me, guys. Also in 8 mil. There we go. And I believe you put the red on before you put the black on. So, you know, you want to make sure you do that. All right, so I think we're good there. We're good there. Okay. So guys, man, we rock. You guys rock. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I enjoyed showing you guys this. Stay tuned. And we will work on other things together, and I will show you the process of those things too. You guys are awesome. God bless you all. Take care. Bye for now. Oh, real quick, I just wanted to show you guys the tool I used to loosen that tension pulley. And this is the tool I used here. It seems to be the perfect fit. It's got a square, and what you do is you got to put it in right on this guy right here. And it's probably gonna be a hard thing to find because not a lot of people are gonna tell you this. I don't know if in the other videos or not, but it's right here. So you're looking for this thing. So I'll try to get you a good picture so you guys can see what it is I'm talking about. So that's what you're looking for right here. And then you're putting your ratchet head right on. You see where that is right there I'm pointing at? Right into that thing right there. And that is your tension pulley. And then you go towards the passenger side with it. So you're going to need someone to help you with this when you're doing this. And all right, guys, God bless, take care. Oh, just one more thing, guys, I didn't want to forget. Make sure you put this in there. This right here is what holds your battery down. So you'll want to put that in there, fasten that baby down, and that's also an 8mm. All right, guys, and I'm not going to bore you guys with tightening this thing down. You guys take care, God bless, see you at the next video. Leave comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.